And I already talked a little bit about how I'm going to map it. I'm going to map it based on a sort of a hex crawl over so laying out a hex map on top of a hex grid on top of the continent of the Ironlands. One thing for me, I think that I'll do if it's important to keep track of this sort of stuff, as I think it's more of a continent than it is a peninsula for me. And whereas most times I've seen other people with their settlements being really kind of large on a like as if it were just a peninsula, I think this is a full continent, and each like it's multiple days across, many days to cross the entire continent. So it's kind of a South America, North America, Africa, it's a full continent. And so it's going to take a lot of time and effort to cross different regions and things like that. So there's going to be a lot of room. And each hex is on the main map is going to be a 6 mile square. So they're going to be, I mean, on the map, they're tiny on that entire overlay. But then each of the main hexes I'm going to be exploring as a mini hex as I go. So this is 1 day's travel in the Ironlands. 1 day travel from one side to the other. And I'll use mostly abstract notions as I'm in these mini hexes. And then we'll see how that plays out. I'm thinking of this more as like abstract kind of point crawl, and then it transitions to a hex crawl as I get to the big map. And that's kind of how I'm going to do that. So I think that that's kind of where we're going as a character. I want to become connected with the Free Wardens. I want to become connected with the Ritualists. And I want to explore things and sort of do that hex crawl stuff. So yeah, definitely. I think that that's kind of where I'm at with the world building and character creation. So that's done. And I think really the next thing to do is to start in Stonetower and see what actually happens when we try and figure out what's going on with this Varou attack and find out more about Stonetower. Wow, let's just dive right into it. I think we're in Stonetower. We've had this relationship with this community. Maybe we've traveled with Ikram and Katja at various times, but we keep coming back to this place. It's dead and abandoned, but civilized. So this was definitely a place where a lot of people lived. And I think I want to try and talk to the warden. So let's figure out who the warden of this place is. Let's go ahead and roll a new person. And I've already sworn this iron vow to protect Stonetower from these Varou. So there's been these marks on trees and various things that are marking territory that have been noticed. And I've told everyone in the community, like there's been this tension between the people who think I'm an advanced scout and these people who think that I should be the one to talk to the Varou because I'm half Varou. And so we definitely have that sort of relationship going, that sort of tension. And I've sworn an iron vow to these people that I would protect them from the Varou. I would find out what's going on and make sure that we aren't attacked again. And again, there's not a lot of people here. This is sort of like the skeleton crew, just sort of keeping things alive. Maybe there's like a process of closing up a community where a warden becomes a free warden when a community closes. And so they have to finish out all of their duties. But let's find out who this is. I want to go and talk to the warden, and maybe we'll gather some information about this, about what's going on. So let's create this character. Okay, so we know this person is going to be, the role of this person is going to be a warden. And their goal, well, I'm going to roll and just sort of see what it says. To make an agreement. Oh no, obtain an object. Okay, so there's some object that is like, it's like a ceremonial mace or something, like not necessarily that it's a ceremonial mace, but it's a thing that sort of marks this as a town. It's like required, like every circle has this thing. And in the attacks that this, dead and civilized and abandoned Stonetower community has suffered through, this token, this sort of symbolic regalia of civilization has gone missing. And it's their goal, this warden, the reason why they're still here is to find that so that they can take it, and then it becomes like the seed of a new community or something like that. If that makes any sense. So there's this ceremonial object. Let's say it's a ceremonial mace. Like universities have, and the mace that's in Parliament that represents the authority to form a circle. It's this thing that is necessary. It's like a knight with their banner in the field in the Middle Ages, or an army with their flag, or the Roman eagle, the gold Roman eagle. Because this is lost, it's a shame that's on the remnants of this community, and they need to reclaim it in order to get it back. So that's definite. So that's what's going on with that. God, and I wonder if the Varou have it somehow. Maybe they've claimed it. That might be interesting. That to sort of bring that together. Okay, so obtain an object is the goal. Let's do some character descriptors for this warden. So this warden is armored. So I'm definitely getting sort of this outpost, sort of Night's Watch kind of feel so far. Oh, whoa, Ironsworn. Oh, I feel like that Ironsworn character descriptor, that's this person's vow as a warden. And as a GM, I'm kind of thinking like, how do I become a free warden? It's like somehow we're going to try to get this passed to us. I think maybe we'll try and form a bond with the wardens through this person somehow. And 88. Wow, rolling high numbers. Selfish. Oh, that bodes ill for what I'm hoping. Let's get an Ironlander name. 12. This is Ellie. So Ellie is a warden in Stonetower, seeking ceremonial mace, and I don't have a bond. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go talk with this person, and so let's start talking about moves. Gathering information, I feel like maybe. It's wits, though. Search an area, ask questions, conduct an investigation. Yeah, so I mean, I'm talking to Eli. I go to Eli, the warden, and I, introduce myself. I've seen you around the community. We've not really talked, but the community is really concerned about these Varou. And so I want to try and find, do you know anything about this? What's going on with them? So let's go ahead and we're going to do 2d10 against a d6, and it's plus wits. So it's +1. I don't have a bond. If you act within a community or ask questions of a person with whom you share bond, add 1. So I'm acting within the community. So I'm going to give myself the +1 to this because I'm within Stonetower. And that is a critical fail. Wow. Okay. So it's a miss. Your investigation unearths a dire threat or reveals an unwelcome truth that undermines your quest. Pay the price. I think what Eli tells me, let's take a look at pay the price really quick. Suffer an outcome. The most obvious negative outcome. Let's go back to gather information. I think the thing that I've figured out from this move, gather information, and my epic failure is not only does Eli know what's going on, they're marking their territory. The Varou are marking their territory here because they have the ceremonial mace. So they have the authority to form a circle, and so they're marking the territory because they're taking this territory based on the authority vested in them from the ceremonial mace. And that means that Eli demands that I swear an iron vow to help them retrieve the ceremonial mace. So we're going to do a dangerous recover ceremonial mace of Stonetower for Ellie. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to take a look really quickly since I haven't really done quest moves yet. I want to really take a look at reach a milestone. When you make a significant progress in your quest by overcoming a critical obstacle, completing a perilous journey, solving a complex mystery, defeating a powerful threat, gaining vital support, or acquiring a crucial item, you may mark progress. Does this ridiculous turn of events qualify as a milestone? I mean, I've sworn an iron vow. I think yeah, it's dangerous, so I mark 2 progress. I'm going to go ahead and mark 2 progress because I found out like the key to this threat, and now I know exactly what I have to do is to retrieve the ceremonial mace so that the Varou no longer feel that they are entitled to this place anymore, and that would protect the people of this village. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself 2 progress. So 2 ticks. Wait. Let me remind myself progress tracks. Let's take a look really quickly at marking progress. When you engage in a fight, troublesome, choose an appropriate rank. Typical challenge is dangerous or formidable. Oh, okay, progress. Okay, so hold on. So it's actually 2 full progress. Okay, not just ticks. So for this dangerous, the protect the Ironlander circle from the Varou Stonetower. So I marked 2 full progress, which is 3 ticks each. So that's 6 ticks.